George, before you left England, you made a statement that you were going now to America to be beaten up by Americans. Do you mean to say in so many words that you feel that the American fan is more a hostile fan?
No, not at all.
Or a more enthusiastic?
Actually, I said that when we arrived back from Manila. They said, what are you going to do next? And I said, we're going to rest up before we go and get beaten up over there. Merely beaten up is just... really, we just get sort of shoved around a bit. Jostled around in cars and planes. So, that's all it is.
Well, do you think that's more an enthusiastic fan than a hostile fan, would you say?
I think there's definitely more enthusiastic fans.
But if anyone's going to beat us up, it's not the fans, is it?
Yeah, the fan thing, I think they proved it themselves, after this. We found out that there are a lot of fans who are great. And all the ones we lost, I think, we don't really mind anyway. Because if they can't make up their minds, who needs them?
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about your image scrimmage, and I'll direct this to anybody. How has your image changed since '63? Is it a little more, is it the same?
An image is how you see us, so, you can only answer that.
You're the only one that knows.
Who's that? Oh.
It's you.
Oh, well. No, I want to get your opinion. Is it a little tarnished now? Is it more realistic, or what would you say it is? I know, I have my opinion,
we
but...
haven't got any tags for our opinion.
We can't tell you our image, We can only... Our image is what we read in the newspapers, and that's the same as you read, we know our real image, which is nothing like our image.
Forget it.
And what I meant to say was...
take 2 bricks.
Who is the young man with the lengthy haircut to your right rear?
Right rear.
It's good old Dave, isn't it? Where is he?
Who is it?
Dave from the Birds, a mate of ours. Yahoy, mateys.
Shy.
Do you ever plan to record in the United States, and why haven't you yet?
We tried, actually, but it was a financial matter. Bit of trouble over that one. No, we tried, but didn't come out.
Politics.
Hush, hush.
Dice.
No comment.
Mr. Lennon, is it true you're planning to give up music for a career in the field of comparative religion?
No. Is that another of the jokes going on?
I'm sure you've all heard of the many Beatle burnings and Beatle bonfires, and I was wondering, do you think American girls are fickle?
All girls are fickle.
Well, the photos we saw of them were a sort of middle-aged DJs and 12-year-olds burning a pile of LP covers.
This question is directed to Paul and John. You have written quite a few numbers for Peter and Gordon, and I understand they don't like it because they think that it's you writing the song that makes it popular. Do you plan to write any more songs for them?
If we write songs for them, they ask us to write songs for them if we do it. I mean, they don't mind it. They like it, but it's... People come up and say, we see you just getting in on the Lennon-McCartney bandwagon. That's why they did that one with our names not on it, Woman. Because everyone sort of thinks that's the reason they get hits. It's not true, really.
Gentlemen, what do you think would happen to you four if you came to an appearance without the armored truck and without police?
We'd get in a lot easier.
We wouldn't make it. We couldn't do it.
It depends, Sometimes we could have easily made it much better without the armored truck. But today, probably we wouldn't.
You think you'd be physically harmed?
Oh, yeah, probably.
What do you think?
Yes, I think so.
Could be.
Gentlemen, the New York Times Magazine of Sunday, July 3, carried an article by Maureen Cleave in which she quotes the Beatles, not by name, as saying, show business is an extension of the Jewish religion. Would you mind amplifying that?
I said that to her as well. No comment.
Oh. Come on, John. Tell me what you mean.
I mean, you can read into it what you like, It's just a little old statement. It's not very serious,
Paul, are you getting married? And if so, to who?
Oh. They're probably getting married, yes. But I mean, I don't know when. I've got no plans and things.
I want to make these the last 3 questions.
John, I was wondering, under what condition did you write In His Own Right?
that sort of wild, those kicky words. I mean, how did you, piece them together?
Oh, I don't know.
And do you have any more books coming?
Oh, well, yes, and I can't answer that. You know, it's just the way it happened.
Any more books coming?
I didn't think, how can I do this?
Sit down and become an author.
Just like an author.
John.
I hope so, you know.
John?
I don't know. It'll never be the same.
I understand there's a suit pending against the Beatles by Peter Best, who claims to be a former member of the Beatles. Is that true? Was he once a former?
I think he's had a few, but we don't bother with those.
Is this the last question? Are all of your news conferences like this?
No.
Well,
yeah, that's not the last
I'm talking about all of the reporters or would-be reporters or semi-reporters that show up. Are you besieged by these kind of people throughout the tours that you travel here in the United States?
You can't always tell the would-bes from the real thing. So we
Is it this way when you travel in Europe?
Yes.
But what's wrong with the crowd?
Nothing. I'm just wondering if you have this many reporters everywhere you go.
Oh. Not always. But
some of them are just onlookers.
On tomorrow.
Is this the last
question? Thank you. All right, tomorrow never comes. Is the last cut on the second side, right?
Tomorrow never knows.
Tomorrow never knows. Thank you. Could you give me a vague idea of some of the tape manipulation you used when your voice drops into the track, John? Was that sung backwards by any chance and then recorded forward?
No, it's not sung backwards. It's just recorded pretty straight. You know, there's nothing really. There's tape loops on it, which are a bit different, and the words are from the Tibetan Book of the Dead. So there, fairly nearly.